Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Master Lock, part number 25KA W17 19T462. Let's take a closer look at it. This is a box of 6. This is what the client ordered, a box of 6 of this material. The 25 is a reference, of course, to the padlock itself, the dimensional properties of the padlock. Laminated steel padlock, literally just layers of thin pieces of steel that are riveted together. Okay, and that creates the body of the lock, is what this is. Now this is a W17. That's a reference to the cylinder and the keyway and the fact that it's 5-pin. The 19T462 is the keyway. It's the code, so to speak, of the cuts of that W17. Okay. Laminated steel padlock are very typical and common pieces of equipment. It is key retaining. Well, no, forgive me. It's not. It's non-key retaining. You can remove the key in either the locked or unlocked position. Okay. Now there is some supporting documentation. Let's switch to the screen view where we can take a look at that. Now the supporting documentation comes from the link to the manufacturer's page as seen here. And then we have a catalog as seen here. And the 25 series lock, I happen to know, is on page 10. And here it is. Okay. Laminated steel type of padlocks, the 25 is, which means that we have a 2-inch wide body with a shackle diameter of 3/8 with a open width of 15/16, and then the shackle clearance on the 25 is 1 inch. Okay. And from this table, we can review the other related sizes to this. You can see where your A, B, and C dimensions along with the width will change depending on the padlock style that you're dealing with. Okay. The number 101 has a much taller shackle, a much taller height on the clearance of the shackle. Let's switch back to the screen or the camera view so that we can verify these dimensions. Okay, so we have that width was 2-inch on the body, which is measured down here at the base, and indeed is 2-inch. They have a shackle clearance, the B dimension, of 1 inch. You can see that that is accurate as well. Has a width of 15/16. Yeah, I'd say that would be accurate. In terms of the diameter of the shackle itself being 3/8, my caliper tells me 0.363, so just shy on 3/8. Very nice quality padlock, obviously ubiquitous. This client bought 6. They're all the 19T462, which means all 6 of them, of course, will be key to like, which is inferred in the KA part of the part number. The 25 is the padlock, but now they're going to be considered key to like. The W17 is a reference to the cylinder being 5-pin and a particular keyway. They do have other keyways that are available as well. So be mindful that you can not only tailor the padlock size, but you can tailor how they're keyed. You can tailor the key number, the bitting, the code, so to speak, of the bitting that passes into the cylinder, onto which you can tailor the profile of the broaching of the cylinder plug itself, the actual profile of the key blank. Okay, so a lot of options there. Why would you want a particular keyway? bidding, key to like, key differently? Well, because you have, multiple. Let's just say you're a contractor and you've got 4 job sites going on simultaneously. You very likely, while I discourage the practice, you may order them all key to like for simplicity's sake. It's just the way that things are done. Probably what I would recommend that you do is you have a set of padlocks for each job site, and then you rotate those to different job sites all the time. Not having all the facts of the matter, I would certainly not want to lose one key and then lose security over multiple installations, so to speak. So proceed accordingly. The best way to really combat that is to go with a cylinder in a padlock that would give you restriction over the access to key blanks. Now, Master is going to certainly give you high security padlock construction where the shackle itself is quite shrouded. You can't get to the padlock, the shackle very easily. But you will also have the ability to order padlocks that will take a small format interchangeable core. And the advantage of that is into that cylinder construction, you will be able to insert a protected, restricted keyway so that, access to those key blanks will be restricted. So you know that if you recover all the key blanks, you don't have a key blank that's been copied, because in small format you can do, for instance, you can do Kaba peaks. You can do best or Kaba peaks, which is a particular type of patented key control is what I'm driving at. So that would be certainly something to consider. And then, of course, others that can be done in small format as well. And then if small format is not what you had in mind, you can also do padlocks from Master that will accept cylinders from full-size or large format manufacturers. And while the cylinders themselves aren't large format, you can insert a Medico cylinder into a Master padlock. You can insert Schlage Primus. These are key blanks. Even Medico, certainly the original Medico material, Medico biaxial key blanks are out of patent, and you can purchase some of those blanks aftermarket from alternative manufacturers. That is, by and large, doesn't occur. Medico's strength is in the restriction of access to the key blanks, and in fact, from what I understand, locksmiths cannot give, borrow, sell key blanks themselves. So the point is if you can't get your hands on the key blank, not a lot of serotipous activity can happen when you don't have the actual key blank itself. So just be mindful that Master can obviously give you the garden variety material, but they can also get you into scenarios that you've got much better control over what's happening on your padlocks. You've got padlocks on, your tool crib storage, steel rolling cart storage containers. I forget the name, job box or whatever they're called. And that material contains thousands of dollars of tools, for overnight storage because the crew's coming back the next day and the next day and the next day. It would be nice to have a restricted keyway operating through that cylinder like a Schlage Primus Everest, Primus XP. All of that can certainly be accommodated, so that would be pretty smart money. Let us know if we can help you with increasing the security over your padlocks. Now, let's switch back to the camera view for the final set of additional resources. And where I was driving at with the security over the keying system, in the Master price list, they do show that you can insert, Schlage Primus, ASA. ASA would be a phenomenal option for security in terms of key blanks. It would be considered quite difficult to get an ASA. It would be impossible, virtually impossible to get access to an ASA key blank. That's just not possible. ASA is a side bit, has a sidebar with a side bit milling and a unique way in which the side pins are engaged in the side bit milling along with the sidebar. Really great stuff. Medico, obviously, the name speaks for itself. Schlage Primus. And then the small format I referred to earlier. Okay, having trouble locating that. And that small format information is here as well. They can apparently provide you with cores in an A or a Y keyway, or of course you can provide your own. Best peaks, which means Kaba peaks, you know, garden variety material, the standard best, best preferred, premium by best. Arrow has some restricted keyways as well. Falcon, I don't know if they do in small format. I would think that they do, but I'm just not sure. So you can work that material as well. There is then below that this video a link to the manufacturer's page from where you can pull up not only all of the master products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the most current document that we have in terms of a catalog. There's a Master Lock technical manual here as well, which I have gone through, and it's nice because it's an exploded parts drawing of many of their locks. And if you're interested to find out more things intimately related to the construction of the locks, that's the document I would refer to. Let's finish up this video on camera. Okay, in conclusion, I'm partial to Master padlocks, not only because they're ubiquitous and everyone's heard of them, but they do a good job in terms of prompt, reliable, predictable shipping lead times. You know, we sell a lot of control keys that will operate the back of padlocks in school applications, and while that material is somewhat restricted, they do an exceptional job getting that material made up and shipped direct to the end user. But I've also called them and asked for technical support. It was either on some obsolete keyway or something of that nature. It was an obsolete keyway, and the part number had to be converted to something current, and the customer service rep at Master did not possess the knowledge of what had to be done, but she knew who to talk to. And the point of the matter is, I got the answer that I needed, so that was great. Any questions on the Master 25KA in a W17 cylinder and a 19T462 keyway or bidding number or any other Master product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.